Hey guys, what's up? Hey, today I want to talk about envision. I want to talk about envisioning things before they become reality. And this is important, especially as a creative person, as an artist, designer, and world traveler. You know, I want to talk about how I used to sneak off to the library, and I used to sit in front of, back in the day, we used to have a globe, and you could sit in front of the globe and you can look at all the different places in the world on the globe. And I would just sit in front of it for hours, and I would envision myself traveling the world. I grew up in the projects, so, you know, we didn't have money to travel. Travel was a luxury. We was happy if we traveled and went to grandma's house, you know what I'm saying? Or if, you know, we went to a relative's who maybe lived 30, 20 minutes away. That was a field trip. You know, or yeah, if you had a permission slip, your parents signed it, and you was able to go on a field trip, that's when you travel. You know what I'm saying? Not getting on no plane, going overseas, looking at a lot of the places that was on this globe, a lot of places I couldn't even pronounce. You know what I'm saying? I had no idea as to how I was gonna get to Thailand, Malaysia, Egypt, you know what I'm saying? None of those places. But envisioning myself there, envisioning it, you know, and I used to just write down crazy stuff about, man, one day I'ma go here, one day I'ma do this. And I used to just tell these things to myself. I'm telling you, not knowing, having no clue of how it was gonna happen. But the power of thought, the power of envisioning myself, you know, I could read the books, not even really read, because sometimes I just look through the pictures. I ain't reading about nothing. I just look at, man, that looks beautiful. That looks amazing. Like, what they doing over there? And how you even get over there? And, oh man, you know, I wasn't even looking at the flight, how much the plane tickets or nothing like that. I'm a kid. I'm a shorty, you know what I'm saying? Like, this ain't this ain't popular, you know what I'm saying? People doing other things in the neighborhood, you know what I'm saying, that's going down, you know what I'm saying? And let alone thinking about travel, people thinking about how they gonna survive, how we gonna survive, how we gonna eat, you know what I'm saying, how we gonna hustle, how we gonna get this going, you know what I'm saying? And that's just to stay afloat. We ain't talking about no travel nowhere, you know what I'm saying? Going to no exotic places where they got palm trees and all that. Nah, this the struggle, you know what I'm saying? But I used to just do that for myself, you know? And I used to tell a few people, but I noticed at the time when I used to tell people that, they used to be like, man, you crazy. So, you know, I would stop telling people and I would just keep it to myself because I didn't want to be embarrassed. You know what I'm saying? I didn't want to, a lot of times, feel like the oddball, you know what I mean? Because a lot of times growing up in the hood, when you start talking about things that, you know, depending on who at the top of the food chain, and you know, that ain't in sync with whatever program they got going on, then, you know what I'm saying, they starting to look at you like food, you know, like you a lame, like what's up, you know what I'm saying? What you talking about, all this crazy stuff, you going here, you going there, what you talking about? You know what I mean? So you gotta a lot of times be careful as to who you share your vision with and your dreams with, because a lot of times people become dream killers, and it'll kill your dream. But again, I want to go back to envisioning yourself in places where you normally wouldn't be encouraged to be or go, right? You have to envision it. You got to see it. You got to see it first in your mind, in your head, or you see something and you're like, man, you know, I can acquire that. I can achieve that. And a lot of time as an artist, I mean, I'm an artist, so I'm a dreamer. You know, I love to dream the impossible dream. I love to think about things that maybe somebody, a normal person, or what's considered normal, right? Because I consider the thoughts that I have are normal. You know what I'm saying? Even though to somebody else, it may be abnormal or ridiculous or, you know, not cool or lame, like, man, what's up? But now, I want to get back to my point of how powerful Envision is, because now a lot of those people, they see my videos or they see my posts and they're like, man, that's amazing. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, hook me up. You know, how I get over there, how I get to do and travel like you, you know, envisioning all of this stuff. You know, you putting this energy out in the universe, it tends to come back. And as an artist, I would just look at these photographs. I would be so amazed that, like, this stuff would just sit in the back of my head, even like subconsciously. It would be in the back of my mind a lot of times. And I knew a lot of times I couldn't tell nobody. Because they look at me like I'm crazy. You know what I'm saying? And I just would be like, man, but it's crazy to me to just want to stay in one place and not learn nothing about no other cultures, do anything other than, man, just negative stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, so you have to envision yourself in places that you dream about, that you believe are possible, because eventually it becomes, man, your mind is so powerful. The mind is so powerful as to how it can attract things to you. This is the reason why meditation is so important. I'm gonna do a video on that too. Meditation, you know, being still and being one with your thoughts, being present in the moment, is so powerful as to how you can draw things into you, or just being around people too. You know what I'm saying? So you got to be careful a lot of times, but envisioning things, you know, when you see something, they always say, like, keep a picture of it around you, like, you know, post it on the wall, something that you can see every day, right? Like, you're manifesting this into your life, whether you know it or not. You know what I'm saying? You hang around guys that kill, you're gonna become a killer. You hang around, whatever you hang around and you do the most, you become. It's a proven fact, you know. So be careful, you know, as to what you attract into your life. You know, I used to sit for hours and paint and envision myself, you know, even in Paris, right? Like, I could go to Paris and paint. Even though I have been to Paris and I did do some painting, but it wasn't so much that I wanted to stay there. But it was nice to see as an artist. Like, I really appreciate and I was grateful. I was grateful for the person that actually took me there, because at the time I couldn't afford to take myself there, and I was so grateful and honored. So I don't want to downplay it like it was nothing. At the time, it was the best thing that ever could happen to me, and I was so excited. I told everybody. Nobody believed me. I was going. I brought back pictures, because at the time, social media and the internet wasn't out, but I had proof of some photos that you could get developed at, like, a Walgreens or a Rite Aid or Dwayne Reed, depending on, you know what I'm talking about, right? Where they used to develop your photos in an hour, or, you know, you had to pay a certain amount if you wanted them in an hour, or you could just wait till the next day, and then you could show people, like, man, this dude really been to Paris, man. He was really over there. What you doing over there? And, you know, Picasso, I was a big fan of Picasso, Leonardo da Vinci, Rembrandt. So I had a chance to see their paintings in real life, even though, you know, I could go to the Art Institute, I go to a lot of museums in the States, but to be in Paris and see it. But see, here's the thing. Here's the funny thing about all of that. For me to even get that trip, when I was a shorty, I envisioned that. No lie, I envisioned that. I would read books. So when I got to the Louvre, when I got to the museum, plus I went to art school, right? But I used to read this Jansen's Art History. Jansen's Art History had some of the most beautiful pictures of art that was in the Louvre in Paris. And I would look at all of these pictures. You know, a lot of times I wouldn't even read, I wouldn't read the information, but the visuals, man, the visuals said 1,000 words, like 1,000,000 words. Like, if I could just be in front of the Mona Lisa, or if I could be in front of this pretend, you know, Rape of the Sabine Women. Well, you know, that's the name of the painting. I'm not talking about rape. But there's a lot of paintings, Baroque art, Renaissance art, like so many different things. But I would envision myself being in these places that seems impossible to somebody else who I was telling my dreams to, and they would shoot me down immediately. Man, you crazy, going on with that. Look at me now, you know. I'm standing in a place where I can oversee the ocean. You know, all these things I envisioned when I was a kid, when I was younger. I had no money. I had no idea as to how the resources would come. So continue to envision yourself in places that may seem impossible to others. Stay positive. Stay grateful. Be grateful of everything, even if it's the small things. It's not what you want at the time. Be grateful. You know, and envision yourself. First, you got to envision it, but I'm saying that as number 3, like 3 of the top things that that I found that I needed to have to become successful or where I am in life right now. It didn't just happen overnight, right? You have to envision and you have to believe, even when it just seems impossible. Believe and envision. That's what this video is about. If you guys are new to the channel, please like, share, and subscribe. And leave your comments below. I'd love to hear your feedback. Other than that, I want to say peace and thank you guys for watching the Hilderbrand Lifestyle channel. And I hope I can continue to share more videos about envision, enlightenment, and encouragement to you guys. All right, peace.